So that will be the lock away, and I imagine that Faker is going to grab a pick for Gumayusi that he's going to be happy with. We'll see what it is actually going to be. Oh, never mind. The Nocturne does come in. Something that was banned against Ona a lot in the previous series.
But I like the Draven a lot more because what you're looking for here is T1 as explosive early mid-game fights with Nocturne, Nautilus, Nico. Dive aggressively and just get this Draven extremely ahead if you can. It doesn't feel great, but it's, I think, the best fit.
Thankfully, it is the Varus instead, although it is probably the lethality variety, so it does feel a little bit like there's a, I guess, use-by date on a composition that does have a Varus.
Game. I just don't see it being a close one just because of how these comps operate against each other. Is level 1?
Yeah, it's pretty volatile. His hook is going to land max range as the Zenith Blade is going to miss. Amy's flashing away though as Gumayusi's flashing after him. There's an early cash-in, Wolf, and you asking when we were going to know. I don't know whether we know exactly just yet, but it's a pretty good start for T1.
His early stats are quite strong. Even at level 1, if he can get into range to hit somebody, he will. And now a flash is burned here as Owner at level 3.
Yeah, he is going to bounce on over. Does have the health advantage here as Cuz is going to be tagged with the Duskbringer. No smite to come through, and ooh, Cuz is going to get spotted here by Ona. It is towards the top side. There's the flash forward. And Cuz, I don't know whether he's going to be able to make it out of this one. He's not. No Arctic Assault available.
I mentioned the Renekton win rate, 15-1. Only the one loss.
Whoa! That's a flash forward as Stand Aside does come through. Fair bit of value there as once again, Lehens doesn't find a lot of joy with his. And this is just a Doran's ring as well. Like, Zeus hasn't even gone for a first back, which is going to be Sork Shoes and just such pain. As the hook is going to connect. Carrier, I'm not sure about that one. As the Ignite is going to tick down. There's the Permafrost. He does get within turret range as Gumayusi taking a lot of damage. Just piercing arrow, and Gumayusi's still going to be all right. Whoa, man. Faker is in a lot of trouble, but Kiin is also in a ridiculous amount of trouble. Zeus going to have to flash to get out of that last turret shot, but still, look at that minion wave.
I mean, Kiin's out of this game. Go for the Sork Shoes, just getting some additional AP so he can get the maximum value out of these early levels. And look at this. Equalizer lines up nice, tossing in that Ignite. Huni would be proud.
Oh, yeah.
An old SKT Rumble player himself.
Yeah, they pinged it. They know that this is probably happening as Kiin is already dominant. And there's the paranoia. He dives forward. He's trying to get the stuns in, but it just does not work.
Another wave denied. Multiple waves denied. Another cannon going down here. Zeus just putting flames on it, saying, look at all the gold burning up. And every single equalizer getting value here for Zeus, his first 2. It's really risky for KT, but I mean, I guess you got to try something.
Yeah, they do manage to find the Glacial Prison. Zenith Blade connects this time, and Zeus could be going down. He has the Ignite. It's ticking, but he's not going to fall.
I think you got to double down on this, or it's going to be a disaster. Keria has ult. He's wrapping around.
And now it's their turn to try and deny this wave. There's the flash forward from Kiin. They don't find the stun though. Zeus is still here, still alive.
That's dead.
And BDD's going to move over. Carrier is just going to solo out the Leona. As Lehen's not having a great time. Cuz getting low as Faker moves on in. Nico not quite going to be able to find it here as he turns into a minion. Cuz moves in. There's the Pop Blossom. Finds Sue. And Zeus is going to find the Harpoon. He still has basically 0 health. Faker's going to flash away, and there's at least a kill.
We have our answer. This game is over at this point. Atlas is topside here. This is just another denial of minions here for Kiin. He flashes forward, or dashes forward rather, tries to set up the stun here. Zeus just walks it out, but he will lose all of those minions. Can't clear them all. And then here, he does very little damage. They layer the CC beautifully, but Zeus just gets the shield here, turns around. Then they're like deciding, do we actually
now T1 able to use that priority to move towards this Drake pit as there's a nice hook onto Lehens. He does have Eclipse, and he's going to go aggressively, finds himself a stun onto Gumayusi. He's now going to chase down the Leona, turns his attention now as the Emperor's Divide is going to get spell shielded beautifully. BDD makes his way out, but it's not going to be enough, and Kiin kind of wishes he had more than $50 in his bank account.
T1 still not actually hard committing to a fight or anything like that, just kind of casually taking the subjective.
All right, they're going to look for Gumayusi. There's the paranoia as they look to kill him. They will be able to take him down, and now it could be another one as Ona's going to explode. It's a double for aiming.
And you know what? Maybe he was just looking for Guma to come back to mid and catch that wave. He wasn't looking for Faker, and he found the kill he was looking for.
Right now, no, not quite. Could potentially try and freeze a wave or two, but here it is.
Look at the extended range here that he engages from through the Raptor pit. I did not see that one coming. And he goes right on to Guma as the wave crashes. That was about as... And he's just going to pick up Bounty Gold. He's fine.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get it. And there we go. Not even actually kind of big. He's probably dead as the ward comes down. There's Paranoia. And he presses Dominus and stuff like that. But
he's not worth money. It's okay, right?
Yeah, they're going to give the kill to Zeus as well. Oh my goodness. That is absurd. It's okay. Faker might be traded for here as Pop Blossom comes in, doesn't find anything, and BDD is going to be able to lock that one down. So a 1-for-1. They're looking for a Baron first. Immediate vision does come down, so KT, they can get over here. You can see T1 set up on flanks in multiple areas. Is Cuz actually in the lead? The equalizer is not exactly fantastic, but the depth charge is. There's a Pop Blossom as well. The Emperor's Divide finds 4, but it's the Azir just popped like a balloon. Decent damage there as Carrier's going to go down. They get the Rumble. Kiin is going to die. The cash-in comes through for Gumayusi.
Picked up a ton of money here as well, as you mentioned. But it's a very sloppy fight. As Guma sitting on this controller, takes some of that poke. They find the engage here onto the Sejuani. Nautilus ult is fantastic. The crown mitigates a little bit of this. BDD, though, critically, as he dies, still gets off a decent amount of damage with his Emperor's Divide. And the team is now split on the top part here on the right side of this wall over the river. And Kiin, despite having no items, will make the play happen. And with aiming being
T1, they can move over and collect that. That makes map control much better as Faker comes in. They get the stopwatch out of aiming. And BDD goes golden as well. Can they actually mitigate this as the Paranoia dives into the backline? Ona has to flash away though. It's a bit split, but the equalizer is decent. Kiin dashing forward, trying to find Gumayusi. The Permafrost comes in. Can they kill him? No, they can't. As Gumayushi's free hitting, it's a triple kill. And BDD is burning. Aiming.
And see if you can kill those low health members. As T1, this could not be more disjointed. I mean, look at Faker, Guma. They follow up on this. There's a ton of peel here in this composition. The stopwatch is great for BDD. If they actually had money, if they weren't super massively behind, and Renekton was an actual champion here, this could have been disastrous for T1. But the wallets, as you often say, are extremely heavy here. And yes, T1 do end up giving Faker over, but it's a 1 for 3. And they're still going to be able to turn. That's all you can do in these situations sometimes. He is going to pick it up.
Yeah, Equalizer comes down just to try and guarantee this turret. There's the flash, 3-man Pop Blossom. Emperor's Divide comes in, but it does absolutely nothing. It's a double for Guma as well. And they're going to continue pushing here towards this inhibitor turret. I don't think T1 are going to stop. As Carrier tanks it up initially, they are now going to break open the base. T1, they are fed up. They do not want to give KT any opportunities back into this one. And they will not. They could even keep pushing here and look for a Nexus turret as Kiin. He's pressed the Dominus button. Can they actually do anything though as he slice and dice and now he's dead? Cuz trying to find something if he can, but the Nexus turrets are falling. A hook is going to connect there as Cuz is just going to get whittled down. Gumayusi just too massive on this Draven. They will be able to take the Nexus and even out the series.
나 초시계는 있어.
볼게 고 빨아놨고
공중.
봐봐 볼게
구도 좋아.
레나
라인.
그래서 저만 있고
하나 일마다.
나 저만 있어서 레넥 원콤이야 이거 레넥 노플이야
얘 박으면은 잡자 그냥.
오케이 레넥 초식에 살만할 듯 안 탔다 내가 태주공 맞아줄게 이거 솔라리도 있어 침착하게 이거 미드라인 그거 뜨지 말고 하나씩 차근차근
레넥 잡을 생각하자 이거.
하치면 그래도 볼게 내가 이거 태워줄게 일단 태워줄게 레넥 볼게 나 어렵고 레넥 레넥 잡았어 오케이 라인 온다
터.
세주 잡아야 돼
레오나밖에 없다. 잘했어요.